Hey guys, today we are out riding the 2018 Giant Explore E+3. So this bike here, like I was saying, 2018 Giant Explore E+3 does about 32k an hour at its top before the motor just doesn't power you anymore. It is 29 by 1.9 inch tires on it. Super fun. So yeah, let's get out on the trail and look at more of the bike. Alright, so this ground here is not really the best ground. It's very choppy, it's very hard to do, and you wouldn't be able to do this with a road bike, but this thing, it's just powering right through. Some logs. Now this is a heavy bike, but with the power behind it, these rocks are actually super simple. Brap, brap, brap. Alright guys, so that was actually making through the first time. I made it through my trance, now it's making through on this again. Oh, I'm skipping gears. I lost a gear. I dropped the train, guys. Oh no, I'm real stuck. I can turn this off for a sec because I dropped the chain. And I don't want it pedaling on me. Now this is going to be hard to get on here.
A few moments later.
Well, we finally got the chain back over this thing. Had to take out a bunch of screws and pull real hard. Which, Giant, I like your bike, but you gotta make this a little easier for us. That was hectic. Now I know this bike's not meant to jump and stuff and all that kind of stuff, but it shouldn't be impossible to put back on a dropped chain that drops on the inside, and that was, I would say if you ride yourself, that would be impossible. First upgrade I'm going to do to this bike when I get back to the shop is put a quick link in the chain, because that would have solved all of our problems even without tools within like 5 minutes. So I can put the wheel back in now. Alright guys, so what I was saying about this bike earlier was, other than the fact that I jumped this thing and then dropped the chain, that actually going on some of this loose rock and stuff, even for intermediate riders, works out quite well. This has like I said, a 1.9 tire on it, and this rock, if you're pedaling by yourself, will be super slippery. But with the power assist and some good timing, these rocks are pretty much a breeze. And we're golden. So you guys saw how much of a hassle that was to get that chain back on the bike. Now, you know, good upgrades for that bike would be like a shadow clutch derailleur, just a quick link so that if you do drop the chain. Other than that, it handles pretty well so far. She's enjoying it, that's all that matters. She can be able to keep up, there's no issue there. But yeah, jumping it, really super rough stuff, we'll definitely need a shadow clutch derailleur and a quick link, because that was a pain. Alright, so I've got Layla strapped up on the e-bike. Let's go. So how are you liking that bike?
It's good.
Good? Yeah. Keeping pace going up the hills?
Yeah, it definitely makes going up the hills a lot easier. It's kind of fly up the hills.
It's a lot of fun though. So Layla's gonna take over my bike for a few minutes. I'm gonna take over the e-bike. Come on, water, come on. Sport mode might be a bit too much for boardwalks. I mean, other than this thing needing a bit more suspension and it's maybe a bit wider tires for my preference, I think kills it though. For $28.99, it's not a bad bike. I mean, we're just riding boardwalks and well-walked trails. I don't know how it would be in the bush, but you guys saw it on the rocks earlier and it holds up pretty well. I'm also glad that it doesn't cut the motor when you hit the brake, because a lot of the cheaper e-bikes do that, and you lose all of your power when you're trying to brake into a corner, then out of a corner when you're still touching the brake. Still works the power when you're touching everything. There we go. So going back to my trance, letting Layla get back on the Explore E, so I can jump around and she can power as much as she wants to power. So. Alright, so my thoughts on the Giant Explore E+3 e-mountain bike, similar to the Giant Roam but with a motor. Now I didn't ride this thing all day. Layla rode it for most of the day, and from what I can tell, she absolutely loved riding this thing because you can keep up. It's not an issue. The one thing I noticed from going from this e-bike to my bike was that as soon as I got back on my bike, I didn't like pedaling as much because you don't get that extra little boost. This thing's pretty sick. We've ridden it for, trip time just over 2 hours. We've lost about 26% battery, and it's been on sport mode pretty much the whole time. It was on normal a little bit while on the boardwalks and stuff like that, but for the most part, this thing was on sport mode. Yeah, it's a quite crazy bike. The only thing I didn't change out is like what I said earlier, I'm going to put on a quick link, and I'm going to, pretty much just a quick link. The shadow grid I'm not going to bother with, but the quick link shouldn't take too long to do. So yeah, if you guys wanted to test this bike out or check it out, come on in, talk to us. We have it in store. Send you out on it, have a little rip. It's a good bike. Don't know what else to say about it, so I'll leave that here. Peace out, guys. Bye.